the thing, and then you just stick it in there and just... Oh hey man, it's good to see you back from your break. And I see you've met Lilith. So how'd you guys meet? Oh, well, after going on vacation, I just came home and decided to just sit down. And I didn't notice she was sitting right next to me. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, what about you, Lily?
Oh, well, you were just working on the script and I was just waiting around in your room. So I stepped outside trying to watch TV. I'm a cartoon, guys. I literally can't touch the remote.
Oh. Right. Sorry.
Then he came up and sat down.
Okay. What about you, Toto?
Yeah, what about the script?
Well, actually, I was working on the script, and as I was finishing it, I heard talking outside my room and decided to check it out. And that leads us to, here, right now.
Oh. Okay. When does the video start?
And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello, testing. Okay. God, I need a haircut. Sonic Adventure. The DX version, actually. The game originally came out on Sega Dreamcast, but was later ported to GameCube. This version was ported into other consoles. I don't know why, I just noticed that the DX stands for Director's Cut. Well, let's begin this adventure and see how this holds up. The game begins with Sonic chilling in the city, and then the police drive like crazy. Sonic follows, then finds a water monster and gets into a fight. Beat it and it sinks into the sewers, as Eggman is laughing on top of the building. Then Sonic is chilling next to the pool, and then his buddy Tails flies in a plane, and then crash lands. This is where the game begins. Playing through Sonic's story, you will unlock other characters to play as that appear throughout the game. The playable characters that become available are Tails, Knuckles, Amy, E102, Gamma, and Big the Cat. And each character has their own unique mechanic and their own level variation. I'll take over from here. Sonic would have his usual spin jump, spin dash, and homing attack, and although Tails and Knuckles has a spin jump as well, Tails can fly and has his tailspin attack. Knuckles, on the other hand, can glide, climb on walls, and he throws hands. Amy, Big, and Gamma just have regular jumps, but Amy uses her hammer in her arsenal, using the hammer to attack on the ground, in the air, and using the hammer to vault over things. Big can carry heavy objects and fishes, and Gamma has a gun arm. Throughout the game there will be power-ups in the field to improve their abilities. Sonic will get faster spin attack charge and can follow a trail of rings. Tails can fly faster and has an infinite tailspin attack. Knuckles can dig underground. Amy can do a hammer spin, Big can float on the water, and Gamma will get a hover pack. Another thing that is unique to these characters and their playstyle is the stages themselves. There are a total of 11 different stages, and each character has their own variation of the level. Excuse me, this is my portion of the script. Sorry, I got bored standing here waiting for my part. Anyway, Sonic has to get to the end goal, Tails races in his levels, Knuckles has to find emerald shards spread throughout the level, Amy is a platformer but being chased by a robot, Gamma is on a race against the time, and Big the Cat fishes for Froggy. And for the story, Sonic and Tails try to stop Eggman, Knuckles is trying to gather all the shards to fix the Master Emerald, Amy helps this baby bird, Gamma has to kill his robot brothers, and Big fishes for Froggy. Big is a simple cat, isn't he? Yep, he sure is. Once you have beaten all the characters' campaigns, then you will unlock the final story, where you can play as Super Sonic. And once you beat Super Sonic's campaign, then you will have beaten the entire story.
However, there is something that we're going to do before we end this video here. We are going to unlock Metal Sonic.
In order to unlock Metal Sonic, you need to obtain all 130 emblems. You get emblems by replaying the stages and beating the objectives, finding them around the adventure world, and beating the campaign, playing all the minigames, and winning the Chow races.
And you know what, I'm not gonna lie, this challenge at first sounded like so much fun. Then you start to see the flaws with the game. I mean, for God's sakes, one of the issues that I have is that playing through Sonic's levels, you have to go fast. You have to get to the goal before you freaking time out within a time limit.
Actually, I think now is a good time to interrupt, because now he's just ranting. So, the problem with 100%ing the games is that you start to see the flaws that the game has. Which is funny, since the flaws were apparent from the very beginning. But playing casually is fine. It isn't too bothersome. For Sonic's levels, having to try to beat the levels within a time limit means we will try to take advantage of all the tricks available. Looking up online, we will learn about the boost jump trick, which is cool, but then you will also find out that hit detection on levels will knock you off the road, losing your speed and momentum. And also, even if you press forward on the path, sometimes Sonic and Tails will just drift. This is still before Joy-Con drift, mind you. And when you try to do slight adjustments, for some reason Sonic and Tails just fly faster than we wanted. Tails levels are fine, but racing Sonic and Ice Cap feels like Sonic is just too fast. Honestly, we don't even know how we won. All I can say is just play normally and use the ramps for boosts. The levels for Knuckles almost gave Totem a heart attack, but then he found this exploit. It seems the best strategy is to find the gems before getting it, pause, reset in order to start from the beginning, and now that you know where the gems are, go to them as fast as possible. Be careful not to get turned around for whatever reason. Amy is fine, Gamma was fine, although you might struggle for optimizing for gaining more time, but it isn't too hard. However, Big is kind of random. It's just a regular fishing simulator. Except you can go into the water to see if the fish is big enough for the points, and then you'd have to struggle to catch it. But you have to finish by catching Froggy. To sum it up, having to redo these levels this much and the fact that the characters replay the same stages as well makes it feel way too tedious. It took a long time to do this because it was way too mentally draining to play the same stages. And that's about it. Okay, Totem, I explained gathering emblems for you.
And then there's fucking Big the Cat. I just don't like Big the... Wait, what?
I told him about the levels, so let's move on to the other emblems.
Oh. Okay.
The emblems out in the adventure fields may need a specific character with a specific power-up, otherwise, try to get whatever emblem you see within your reach. The minigames? Just play the minigames. You play most of them in the adventure mode anyways. Sonic and Tails is flying the plane, the Twinkle Circuit, the desert surfing game that Tails does, and the Whack-A-Mole games for Amy. And finally, the Chow Race. At first it may seem like a grind, but it turns out there is a glitch where you can upgrade the Chow infinitely. Also, even if you beat the beginner race, you won't be able to get an emblem until you beat the actual races, which doesn't become available until after you have beaten all the beginner race courses at least once. And after all that, we finally unlocked Metal Sonic, and he is only playable in the trial mode. He will be in a question mark, but his name is there, and it kinda sucks because it is kind of interesting. I mean, he plays exactly like Sonic, but he looks cool. And then turns out he has his own levels to replay 3 times? Nope. No, I'm over it. I'm done with the game, so we are gonna end this video here.
Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy Sonic Adventure. I mean, heck, the game's jankiness wasn't enough to make me stop playing it in the first place. However, when I decided to unlock Metal Sonic, it just mentally drained me. And it made the issues with this game very much so apparent. Even when you just play casually, they reuse so much levels that it feels tedious. But going for all the emblems, it just made it so much worse. Please, just play the game casually. Just one and done. I mean, heck, I didn't even look at this one, which is, what, the mission mode? And apparently there's 60 different missions to do? Nope. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done. I already got Metal Sonic, and to be honest, he was not even worth it. Please, just play the game casually. One and done. Don't have to 100% it. After you finish the whole campaign and do the Chow Race or something or whatever, just, I don't know, delete it, uninstall it, sell it, I don't know. Leave it on your shelf, gather dust. Me personally, I'm going to need, like, I don't know, 5 years away from this game. But yeah, we're ending the video here. Thank you guys for watching.
See you guys in the next video.
This is where the real game begins. Playing through Sonic's story, you will unlock other characters to play as... No. This is where the real game begins. This is where the real game begins. Playing through Sonic's story, you will unlock other characters to... Other characters to play as that have appeared throughout the game. Other characters that have appeared. This is where the game begins. Playing through Sonic's story, you will unlock other characters to play as that appear throughout the game. It wasn't that hard now, was it? Smart one. Free.
To save the flower from evil deterioration. Yeah. I will be the one to set your heart free, true. Cleanse yourself with them evil spirits that's in you. Streaking lights, loud sounds, and instincts are the elements that keep me going.